Hello everyone, our topic today is all about solving problems involving sine, cosine, and tangent. To begin with, let us have a short quiz. So you have 10 seconds to answer this one. Let us read all together. Find the angle in quadrant 1 which corresponds to 320 degrees. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? That is absolutely right. The answer is 40 degrees. Now let us have another one. You have 10 seconds to answer this one. So let us read all together. What is the cofunction of cosine 210 degrees? That's right. The answer is negative cosine 30 degrees. Recall that sine theta is equal to y coordinate, cosine theta is equal to x coordinate, and tangent theta is equal to your y over x, or y coordinate over x coordinate. Supposing we have this unit circle and we have a point in quadrant 2 which makes up an angle of 114 degrees. So let us take a look at the coordinates. So the y coordinate is 0.9 and the x coordinate is negative 0.4. This point P is at negative 0.4, 0.9. To get sine 114 degrees, it is equal to your y coordinate, which is equal to 0.9. And to get cosine 114 degrees, it is equal to your x coordinate, which is equal to negative 0.4. And tangent 114 degrees, it would be equal to your 0.9 divided by negative 0.4, which is equal to what? Correct. It would be equal to negative 2.25. So tangent 114 degrees is equal to negative 2.25. Now let us have another one. Supposing we have a point in quadrant 3 that makes up an angle of 217 degrees. So let us take a look at the coordinates. So the x coordinate is equal to negative 0.8 and the y coordinate is equal to negative 0.6. So therefore, this point Q is at negative 0.8, negative 0.6. To get sine 217 degrees is equal to what? Correct, it is equal to negative 0.6. How about cosine 217 degrees? Correct, it is equal to your x coordinate, which is equal to negative 0.8. How about tangent 217 degrees? Correct, it is equal to your negative 0.6 divided by negative 0.8, which is equal to what? Correct. So tangent 217 degrees is equal to negative 0.75. Now let us have another one. Supposing we have a point in quadrant 4 which makes up an angle of 330 degrees. So let us take a look at the x coordinate. So it is equal to 0.86 and the y coordinate is equal to negative 0.49. And we name it r, which is at 0.86, negative 0.46. So how do we find sine 330 degrees? Correct, it is your y coordinate, which is equal to negative 0.49. And how about cosine 330 degrees? Correct, it is equal to 0.86. How about tangent 330 degrees? Correct, it is the ratio of negative 0.49 over 0.86, which is equal to what? Correct, so tangent 330 degrees is equal to negative 0.57. So let us have solving problems involving sine, cosine, and tangent. In doing this we need to recall the SOHCAHTOA. Supposing we have this right triangle, whose sides are 3, 4, 5, which is the smallest Pythagorean triple that we know. and makes up an angle, which is the theta. So based from your theta, this is the opposite side, this is your adjacent side, and this is your hypotenuse, which is the opposite of your right angle. So in taking sine theta, which is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, we have, yes, correct, it is equal to 4/5. And how about cosine theta, which is equal to your ka, adjacent over hypotenuse? Correct, it is equal to 3/5. And your tangent theta, which is equal to your toa, opposite over adjacent, correct, it is equal to 4/3. Now let us have example number 1. Let us read all together. In the diagram below, BCD is a straight line. So supposing this is the diagram, so we have A, B, C, and D. So BCD is a straight line. This side is 8 centimeters, this side is 10 centimeters, and we have an angle which makes up the theta. So we need to find the length of AC, and we need to find the value of cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta. First, we are going to find the length of AC. How do we find the length of AC? We need to use the Pythagorean theorem that you learned in your grade 8 class. So it is equal to square root of 10 squared minus 8 squared. What is 10 squared? Very good, it is 100. How about 8 squared? Correct, it is 64. So we will be having 100 minus 64. And what is 100 minus 64? Correct, it is 36. So we will be having square root of 36. And what is square root of 36? Correct, it is 6. So therefore, AC is equal to 6 centimeters. Then we are going to find the value of cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta. In doing this, based on your theta, this would be your x. And from your x, we will be deriving your cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta. So then we are going to apply the rule in quadrant 2, which is sine theta is positive, while cosine and tangent are negative. So in this kind of problem, we need to apply the SOHCAHTOA combined with the rule in quadrant 2 along unit circle. So let us have sine theta. So sine theta is equal to what? Correct, it is equal to 8/10, which is equal to 4/5. Next, how about cosine theta? Correct, it is equal to negative 6/10. Simplifying further, what is 6/10? Okay, correct. So we have 3/5, or cosine theta is equal to negative 3/5, since cosine is negative along quadrant 2. Next, how about tangent theta? Correct, it is equal to negative 8/6, or simply it is equal to negative 4/3. That is example number 1. Now let us have example number 2. In the diagram below, QRS is a straight line. This is 5 centimeters, we have 12 centimeters, and this is our angle. Then we need to find the length of PR, and we need to find the value of cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta. First, we need to have the PR. So PR is equal to the square root of 5 squared plus 12 squared. Since we are finding the hypotenuse, we need to add. So 5 squared is equal to what? And 12 squared is equal to what? Correct. It would be equal to square root of 25 plus 144. Simplifying further, we get 169. So square root of 169. So PR is equal to 13 centimeters. Now, we have this 13 centimeter, which is the hypotenuse, and based from our theta, we will be having x. And from your x, we will going to find cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta. And don't forget, we need to apply the rule in quadrant 2, which is sine theta is positive. So let us start with sine theta. Sine theta is equal to 5/13. And cosine theta is equal to what? Correct. It is equal to negative 12 over 13. And what is tangent theta? Correct. It is equal to negative 5 over 12. So that is problem number 2. Now let us solve the third problem. Let us read together the problem. The diagram shows a ladder of length 4 meters leaning against a wall, makes an angle of theta with the wall. The foot of the ladder is 2 meters from the wall. So let us illustrate this problem. This is the wall, and this is the ladder leaning to the wall. It is 4 meters, and it is the angle with the wall. So it makes up a right triangle. And then the distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall is 2 meters. So let us answer the question, how high up the wall does the top of the ladder reach? So let us name it AB. So to get AB, we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So AB is equal to square root of 4 squared minus 2 squared. What is 4 squared and what is 2 squared? Correct. It is 16 minus 4. So we have square root of 16 minus 4. Simplifying further, we get square root of 12. And it is equal to 2 square root of 3, or AB is simply equal to 3.46 meters, correct, to 2 decimal places. Now let us answer the question, find the value of sine theta. To get the value of sine theta, we will be basing from angle x. So what is sine theta? Correct. Sine theta is equal to 2 over 4, which is equal to 1/2. That is example number 3. Now let us have a short quiz again. So based from the diagram, find the value of cosine theta. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? That's right. The answer is cosine theta is equal to negative square root of 5 over 3. Another 10 seconds. Based from the diagram, find the value of sine theta. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? That's right. The answer is sine theta is equal to 15 over 17. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching and see you again next week. Bye!